Now let's briefly summarize what we've talked about over the past few videos, and we've discussed functions and said that there are essentially two types of functions. We can have void functions, and they don't return anything meaningful. They just return none. And the reason we call void functions is for their side effects. Perhaps they produce some output that we want, but they don't return anything. On the other hand, there are non-void functions, and they use a return statement to return an object, some information. Now, we don't necessarily use that return value, and that's because non-void functions can have side effects of their own. So maybe we're calling that non-void function for its side effects, but it does also return a value, and we can use that or choose not to use that. When it comes to defining a function, we have to provide a header and a body for the function. And the header starts with the keyword def, D-E-F. Then we provide the function name, which is any valid identifier. That's followed by the formal parameters, and we could have 0, 1, or more. If we have more than one, we separate them by commas. And then the header is concluded with a colon. Following this, we have the body, and this consists of any number of lines of indented code or indented statements. When we use a function, we pass information in using the actual parameters or the actual arguments. We give the function name, open parentheses, and then the collection of actual arguments, then close parentheses. Now remember, when we define the function, we provided formal parameters, and these are identifiers that serve as placeholders. And when we actually call the function, the actual parameters are assigned to the formal parameters, and then the body of the function is executed. When it comes to returning from a non-void function, we can get multiple values out of the function by simply putting those multiple values separated by commas after the return keyword. Now technically one object, a collection object, a tuple, is being returned by the function, but we can use simultaneous assignment to get those multiple values out of the tuple, as we demonstrated.